Alright, I'm going fourth. It's a lot of ore on the board. Some interesting spots, the 9-6. So that guy's going for the double 5. We're doing the first game. This spot should be taken next. There's a log port here. But going here really doesn't help me very much. I could build here. I actually think I might have to take here. I get my little bit of sheep. And then I have to hope for something with wheat from the 6. Maybe even build here and go for that clay board. Oh, that was taken. So now I'm really in a pickle here. If this doesn't get taken... Well, anyways, I'll take here if I have to, yeah. So I'll go on this 6. But then I need sheep and wheat. And the wheat port is all the way up here. Yeah, and sheep is weak. That is the highest sheep. I can easily build to either there or there. I don't have clay though. If I build here, I do get the clay. Let's just see what happens this game. So the goal is, yeah, either way I'm contesting them for something, but go up here, I can only build one way. I'm not sure where this road is really crucial. If I can build out to the logs over here, that's really good. So it'll depend on where purple decides to go. They're probably gonna have to build off of this 6. I imagine. I don't know. Well, they need ore. They need ore and wood, so they really want to go here. And then if they go here, if they roll an 8, I don't know. But what I need to do is trade for a wood. So I need to make a whole turn without purple. Potentially getting an 8. So I need to trade a wheat, and I think blue is definitely going to trade for a wheat if he rolls a 9. So I need to look towards him. But then if purple does build here, it's not too bad. So I need to watch for the 5s, the 3s, and yeah, and 10s. Yeah, blue's is pretty much a big threat. He's got the double clay, he's got 3 and 10. Red on the other hand, he needs sheep and clay. He can't really get that anywhere, so he might just want to, you know, double down on this 6 productivity and, you know, kind of work his way here. Maybe he wants to build right here. Actually, like here, I don't know. I don't know if this would be worth it either. He's doubling down on 2 5s though, so he really needs to diversify his numbers. Purple's in a good spot though. It's got really strong sheep and ore relative to everyone else. Oh, that guy built on the 6 right there. So then my plan really doesn't work anyways. So I really need to build to this board. A lot of clay on the board. He doesn't have clay. Red doesn't have clay. Seven, and it's blue. I didn't prevent blue from doing anything, so he won't put it on the 8. But I could see this 5 or 6 yet. To buy a development card. Sheep is really rare, but my highest resources are wheat and ore, and I had 2 of them in my hand. So I just went for the dev card. I think blue and red are gonna have some pretty slow starts. Red's kind of in the same boat I am. Unless he steals from me now. Wow, 3 ore already. I haven't seen a 9 rolled. Wow, he's trading 1 clay for all that. I don't think clay has that value in this game. So there's a 10, so there's log on the board. And sheep. Neither of which I need. Yeah, blue's asking for wheat. Yeah, he actually doesn't have wheat or sheep. And then his lifeblood is going to be this ore port. Pretty brutal. I need wheat, and the only other people that have wheat are here, so I think I need to slow them down. I'm just seeing what I can get for this clay. A lot of 6s are being rolled. Yeah, so it's either settlement or city. I think either... I think either one is what I need. Like the 3-for-1 board or just getting more resources. So at the moment I need a 3 and a 5 rolled, or I need a 5 rolled twice. But that 10 is getting rolled a lot and it's starting to scare me because blue, who should have been far behind, is going to be able to build a settlement. I'm pretty sure. And once red can get this sheep, I mean he's got a 5 and 9 on wheat. And he's the only one that's that diversified. That guy wants 2 clay, he's pretty greedy. I was able to get him down to 1. Sheep is rare for me, but I need that clay. And if no one steals from me or no robber, well, I will be able to build a settlement, so... And if I trade... So I've been avoiding blue. I don't think blue is going to put it on me. I think he might go after red and follow this train. Everyone's hitting red for some reason. I think it's actually fine to hit red, to be honest. Don't know if it's worth hitting his ore yet, because he's looking to build a city right now. I don't think anyone's ever going to trade this. I am the second one to build a settlement though. Then I get the wheat. Off of 12 no less. Who wants this red? I don't want to help red. And I get too many ores anyways. So now I think my primary goal is to build a city. Just gonna block our wheat. Didn't steal from me, that's good. Because my goal is just to build 1 city, it's fine that I only have 2 wheat. I think red might actually have a lot of ore. So he might trade it for this clay, because he was trading for it last time. And he doesn't want to do it. I think it was worth a try. Wow. So instead of trading 3-for-1 wheat, I think wheat is so rare in this game, I can pretty much get whatever I want for it. So that's a really nice roll to get. But then again, as long as I keep the knight on that 9... Oh, he finally makes that trade. And it will keep me right on 7 cards. So even if I go up to 8 cards, I should only be 1 wheat away. Or 1 ore, I should say. Kind of a risky play to do that, but... I think red's plan was to deny my trade early. And then on his turn, if he still needed it, to do it. So now if a robber's rolled, I'm pretty much screwed. So I need to get 1 more card so that I can still build my city. and then not get stolen from if a robbery is rolled. I would need to get 2 cards after I build that city. I'll have a wheat. So if someone wants to make that trade, that would be beneficial. Need 2 cards. I can be really greedy. I wonder how much he's gonna go back and forth. I think he really wants it, or else he wouldn't be trading me. No, never mind. Alright, now I'm safe from the next roll. This is what purple wanted, but I don't know if they've gotten what they needed so far. Nice, road building is pretty good. Because I'm lacking logs, that's... I don't know. My next settlement is clearly going to be on this 8, and then once I get there, I'm in a really good spot. And yeah, anything I can trade that I have excess of, I need to trade for logs. Oh, that's really nice. So if I can trade my ore for a clay or a sheep, I'll be in a good spot. But sheep is actually pretty rare. So blue rolls it. I'm in second. He's already got it on my thing. I'm on all of his other places. So it's a tough call for him to put it on like a 12 or 11. Wow. I mean, it's not too bad. He takes 1 card, and my 5 is back open. And he didn't put it on my 6. Alright, so I just need to trade for a sheep. I mean, it's a pretty big trade, but... don't even think blue has sheep. I just want to see if anyone would actually trade for this. It's almost a city. I don't know why my wheat was... So even though I gave purple basically a city, I'm on their 8 now. So blue and I should, like, blue should be targeting this 8 a lot more now. And the other thing, since they built the city here, it's a 9 that they're doubled on. I mean, an 11's roll I get 4, a 5 is rolled I get 2, so I'm pretty confident I can keep up with purple's one city. And if I hadn't have built that settlement, I potentially could have lost that spot. Since other people have access to clay and logs a lot more easier than I do. So red and purple should always put it on the 6. Purple maybe should always put it on the 5. Kind of depends. So blue's going for longest road. Maybe red can steal it from him if he gets to a port at some point in time. But with no clay, that's pretty harsh. I don't believe purple. If purple can build down to here and 8 and 6s are rolled a lot more, maybe. Trade 3 for 1 to get a knight. Don't think anyone wants this clay anymore. Except for maybe blue. My largest supply excess is wheat, so if I have that much of it, I might as well use it. Especially when I have no knights in my hand. And I can guarantee I'll be ahead in knights by my next turn. So red got the robber, but he's been attacked by blue, so yeah, definitely come back to the 6. Whoa, he went after me and took my clay. I wonder if he was keeping track of my cards and that's what he needed. So blue, longest road. I think purple's going the typical build 3, 4 cities or settlement and then going for knights. Though 10s have been pretty like sparse so far. And as long as I roll an 11 or 5, potentially a 6, I can buy a dev card. Because no one else has a knight, I'm not going to play mine because it's not on me. And no one is like at 8 points, so there's no pressure for me to play the knight right now. But now we're at the mid game where people are getting a lot of cards, and it's really going to depend on what they build and if they build correctly into their production to carry them to that 8 points. I mean, blue's only at 4 points with production, so like purple's actually kind of maxed out in their settlements. Like they just need to start upgrading and buying dev cards. Purple is kind of where I am, except they're behind 2 knights. It would be very disappointing if a robber was rolled on my next turn here. If I can roll more wheat or just 1 sheep, that's 2 dev cards. So at most, I can build by 2. No one should trade with me though. Purple might want to trade, but if they realize like they're in the same race as I am. Yeah, that's way too much for the current game. Or I can build a city. I think I need to build a city here. Sorry, I was thinking about that in my head. Do I build a city or buy dev cards? I think this city is my, I mean, I just got 2 sheep, right, from that 3. But I can, you know, probably build cities at any point in this game. But I'm still not pressured to build, like, to have knights, so I think building a city was better. You know, up my production because there's still a production lag between blue and purple and especially red. And I'm ahead in production, I think. Like I have a 6 and an 8. No one else has that. I have 2 cities on each one. Or a city on each one. I have 2 knights. Yeah, so I think... I think it's going to depend on what external pressures other people are going to have. That's going to direct me into buying dev cards. So if someone starts buying knights, I'm going to start buying knights as well. But if no one is buying knights, I'm going to save up for wheat and our surfer cities. But if I'm not careful, purple could take longest road. But it is scary because purple now has a 6 and a 5, so their production is ramping up to meet mine. Might actually be better. Especially if a 10 is rolled. Yeah, no one wants to trade that. I don't want to trade 3 sheep in. But I will lose cards. So technically there's no reason for me to buy any more dev cards. Like blue might actually have 8 points. And next turn I'm pretty sure I need to play my knight. No matter where it is. But blue is in a pretty rough spot. They built a city on here. I do have the clay port. Alright. So I do have a city with that. I'll trade my wheat, but it has to be an ore sheep. Let's see if he has 3 cards. That's actually really good for me. It'll protect me from a robber next turn. I don't want them to get it. Oh wow, that was amazing. I think blue's too scary with getting that. Oh, and I stole a log. Or. I trade 3 in, I got 2. My fear is if I trade in, I'll get a monopoly. I'll take anything but like a knight. There haven't been that many knights. I think I saved my cards. I saved my cards because I have really good wheat. I have more than 2 wheat, so that's more than I need for wheat to build a city. I have the 8 and the 6. I just need to build 1 more city and play my knight and I win. So unless blue's holding a knight. So there's 1 more robber roll, potential robber roll, that could stop me from winning. Yeah, and they get up to 8 points. So blue's not even going to get second after playing that well. So there's a robber, he should put it on me. And he should steal from me. So I need to play my knight. And he stole from me. But he's not the threat. They don't, purple doesn't have a... Oh, wow. I still have to roll. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I was going to win on the next turn anyways. Let's see, what do they have? So red had the victory point. Blue, I wonder what card blue had. Maybe it was a monopoly? But if he had a monopoly, he should have played it. If it was a road building... yeah, probably was road building. But it sucks when you buy a dev card and you get road building and you already have longest road. Purple did come second. So when I'm looking at this board, I mean, I just had to build 1 more city. And like I had all the wheat and the ores to build for it. I was like 80% confident I could win this game by placing these 2 settlements first. Even like without playing for log, I mean I have so much, like I have the 8 and 6 are always really good production. I had a 3 for 1 port. I was concerned about how little sheep I had, but it didn't turn out to be a big deal. Somehow I was just able to get like good trades and stuff like that. Blue kinda, I mean he had that mid-game peak where all like road builders and non-ore / wheat players tend to have, but then like when that wheat requirement is really high in the later games, that's where he kind of tapered off and was left behind. I don't know why he built the city here, like I guess I understand because he has the 9 and 8 and he can trade in, but yeah, I'm not sure. I think blue had better options to make, especially his questionable death card that he never used. I really wonder what it was. It wasn't a victory point. Red, I mean that double 5, I've never seen the double 5 work out in Catan universe. The 5s are not, like, I've never seen them rolled a lot. He did manage to get a 6 and the 8, but I don't know, like, I want to say there's no synergy between the 8 and the 6, but I mean, look at mine, right? He didn't actually build to the port. Yeah, I think his problem was he had the same kind of build as me, so he had high productivity, but he couldn't actually exchange it for anything. If you notice, my first settlement was right up here. It's for that 3-for-1 port. Red was maybe hoping to get that 3-for-1. I think instead of placing here and getting whatever he was trying to get down here, he should have tried to get a 3-for-1 port much closer. Like even placing here, he would have gotten a better sheep and he would have gotten wheat. He wouldn't have the 6, but is that really important when you get sheep and wheat and you're that close to 3-for-1? And then purple, yeah, they were in a good spot. I think if I look at these roads, it's everything right in this corner here is 4 clay, 4 logs, 2 wheat, 2 sheep. To me, that sounds like a city right here on this this settlement. He would get a lot more from the 8s. He'd be able to keep up with me. I think as soon as I built a city on the 8, when he didn't build a city on the 8, he fell behind me. And he just had to rely on really good rolls with like the 4 or the 9 to pull ahead of me. But yeah, anyways, good game.